We want to bring in one organization that is making a difference, bringing a Christmas miracle for children impacted by these storms. Director of Marketing and Communications at United Way of Southern Kentucky, Elizabeth Newbold. Elizabeth, for a lot of folks, it's just not going to be the same holiday, but we're trying our best here. Talk a little bit about your program and the happiness that they're trying to spread.
Yeah, absolutely. So we are working with multiple agencies throughout Kentucky, particularly in Bowling Green, but all throughout the nation, really. There's organizations that have stepped up to the plate and decided that they want to help kids have the best Christmas possible. So literally, we've been receiving truckloads of toys into the area, and those are being sorted. And this week, a lot of the victims of the tornado, a lot of the families will be able to go through and basically go shopping for free for their children.
And Elizabeth, sometimes in the darkest times, we can find those brightest lights just shimmering off in the distance. For folks that want to get involved, how can they help with the cause?
Well, right now, the biggest need is really just donations to be able to help these families long term. And those donations can be made through United Way of Kentucky, and that is www.uwky.org, or you can Google United Way of Kentucky, and those donations will help us support them for the long run. Right now, we're very honored and blessed that lots of organizations and lots of people, random strangers, have shown up with truckloads of food and water, and there are immediate needs, but the long-term needs we know will be even greater.
And Elizabeth, I know typically after disasters like this one, the attention is completely overwhelming. A lot of people tend to show up, but then as the weeks go by, you tend to see some of that attention die down. How does your team really keep up the motivation, and how does your team also ensure that the necessary attention is placed so that the volunteers keep coming as well as the donations keep coming?
Yeah, absolutely. That is definitely something that we're focused on. We are sending out frequent communications to volunteers, letting them know ways they can get involved, whether that's food distribution, sorting goods, or actually being out and about helping people clean up afterwards. And then long term, we are partnered here locally, our United Way, with over 57 nonprofit partners, and are connected with many, many more than that. And so we're going to keep those lines of communication open to help understand what needs there are, and then be communicating those needs out to the community to hopefully continue to stay in front of what is going on.
And Elizabeth, if I am out of state and I would like to volunteer in Kentucky, particularly either in Bowling Green or in Mayfield, what is the best way to do that? Do I reach out to your organization, or should I be reaching out to the local chapter of the United Way?
You can reach out to United Way of Kentucky or United Way of Southern Kentucky, but we also have two incredible agencies here on the ground that are helping coordinate out-of-state volunteers, and those are Samaritan's Purse and Plain Compassion, and that's plaincompassion.org and samaritanpurse.org. You can Google either of those, and they're doing the intake work of kind of setting up teams of groups of people that may be coming out of state to help it be more organized.
And I love how you guys are setting it up so parents can go in and actually shop for their kid. I mean, that's part of the joy of the season, is thinking about what your little one would like and actually going and picking it out. So thank you for the hard work that you guys are doing. Elizabeth Newbold, we will check in with you over the next few days to see those beautiful photos of some happy kids and some happy parents during a really tough time. We appreciate the hard work that you're doing.
Thank you for sharing our stories.